Okay, good morning, guys. Okay, right. So now here, so in the last session, so we checked out how to join two tables we discussed, and now we will go for the more than two tables how to join. Right down below. So join more than two tables. Okay, right. So in this, the first I will show you in the non-ANSI. So in non-ANSI syntax, how it was the more than two tables. Let me see guys here. So select a star from. So table name 1, comma table name 2. So table number 3, comma table number 4. Like this, you have to give your number of tables. Okay. So how many tables do you want to join? That every table you have to give like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. And after that, okay, we need to use your condition. So where condition number 1, okay. So I just use and condition number 2, I want to use and condition number 3. So like this, you can use multiple conditions here. So this is simply we called as here the more than two tables how to join. In the next one is on this, we will see one example. I'm showing that. Okay. Let me come back to your database now. So and already two tables we have it, yes or no? So one table is student and we have here one more table. Okay. Course. So these are two tables guys here. We have it now. And now I'm creating one more table, the third table. The table name is called as what now? Registered. And the registration number, okay. And the registration date, data type, and the common column course ID. So now table after table created, let me see to insert your data. So insert into my table name is what now? Registered, and sending values, registration number and registration date. For example, 01 dash, okay, so December dash, okay, 2021, okay, and the course ID 10. So like this, I want to insert some more records into this too, and 02, comma December, okay, 2021. So now, and here I'm passing 20. And after that, okay, so one more, okay, so 04 dash December 21, okay, and okay, the course ID was 50 we are passing. So finally, when you come back and see your tables, the three tables. Okay, so whatever it was there here, the same as you have to go and create your, okay, the third table, and the third table is also I'm just calling here and register. So these are the three tables information guys here, student, course and registrations. So the three tables we mentioned, and in these three tables, so what is a common column here? CID is your common column. So one common column must be, okay, or must and should be there here. Okay, so that is CID. Now on these three columns, okay, on these three columns, so now, sorry, on these three tables, now I want to perform my equi-join. So let me see how I'm going to writing my equi-join here. So select a star from and table name 1, student S, comma, table number 2, course C, and the third table is what now? Registered R. And the condition is how to write your condition means it's called a chain condition. The condition should be like a chain condition. It means table 1 is equals to table 2, table 2 is equals to table 3, table 3 is equals to table 4. Like you have to prepare your chain condition. Okay. So as per this, so I'm following here, S.CID is equals to C.CID and C.CID is equals to, okay, what is next? R.CID. So now here, these are the conditions we written now. Okay. Now we can see to execute this one. So what it was happened, the three tables information we set it here. Okay. And the with three tables information we set it here. So, okay. So one is we called as student ID, student name and course ID. Okay. This is one table data and that information one, okay, Smith. Okay. So one Smith. Okay. So, and the course ID 10 and course ID, course name, course fee. This is second table. Registration number, registration date and course ID. This is third table. So if you carefully observe, so registration number, registration date and course ID. So this is three tables. The three tables information we are going to be getting here. Okay. Now, so, and three tables, can you see all are getting to matching data. So can you see 10, 10 and here also one more 10. Here 10 is there. So it's matching data like here 20, 20. Okay. And here we have it here. Okay. It's matching data. And next one more time, the 10 is going to be, okay, matching here. So 10, 10. Okay. So now here, these are the what now? Okay. The matching data only we are getting, okay, by the example of why it is getting matching data means we are using what now? equi-join. So when you go for equation, all are using what now? Equal operator. So all matchings informations are we are getting from that. Okay. So now here you can see the three tables matching data 10 and here 10 and here 10 and 20, 20 and 20 and 10, 10 and 10. So these are three tables matchings information. So this is what we called more than two tables, how to join here. And the syntax will be common for any number of tables, guys. That should be remember. Syntax will be common for this. So this is non-ANSI. Whereas come to ANSI format, suppose if in the same pattern, do you want to write in the ANSI, then the syntax you can see, select a star from and table number 1 and should be give what now? Join key. And next table number 2. And after immediately we have to use what now? Condition now. So here I want to take on condition number 1 and after that again I have to, okay, join my next table. So join key should be used and apply your table number 3 and table number 3 after you should give it your condition, then on condition number 1 or sorry condition number 2 and again if you want to join your third table again you have to use what now? Join key and add your table number 4 and on condition, the condition number 3. Okay, suppose if you want to add one more table, then you have to use your join key and next you have to add table number 5 and on condition is number 4. Okay, so like this it will be, okay, so it will be going to be, okay, and so on. Okay, this is what It was ANSI format. So in ANSI format, carefully observe. In the non-ANSI category, we are passing all the tables in the continuous manner. If you see carefully. So table 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So like any number of tables you can pass it, but that was continuously we are going to be passing here and without giving any conditions here. And finally, after passing your all tables, okay, and finally we are giving what now? Conditions one by one we are applying. But ANSI format is not like that. ANSI format is what? For every table, whenever you want to add two already existing tables, okay, you should be use a join key. For example, table name 1, join key, table number 2, and immediately I used here condition. So to these two tables information, if I want to add my third table, again I want to use what now? Join key. Again, immediately you have to pass your condition. And again, if I want to add my fourth table to my third table, again, I want to use what now? Join key. So that means, can you find out here every new table, whenever you want to add to your existing tables, okay, then it was using what now? Join keys and immediately conditions here. So where your new table is applied, there itself, you need to write a condition. Okay. So this is ANSI. So let me come out and see that ANSI in the non-ANSI format, okay, how we can write here, observe. So select start from the table name is student S, and now I'm using inner join key. So inner join and course C, and immediately I have to give what now? Condition S.CID is equals to C.CID. And after that, you need to add my third condition. Then again, you have to use your join key. What is that? Inner join. Okay. And my table number 3. What is my table number 3? Registered R, and pass your condition on. Okay, C.CID is equals to R.CID. Okay, that's what. And now I'm going to executing this one and see the same output. Okay, the non-ANSI and ANSI, all tensor come to us. Okay, you're showing what now? All. Okay, tensor. Sorry, here also there now. Okay, the three tables matching data will be got it now. Okay, so this is what we called as there's more than two tables. How we can go to join, and one syntax was ANSI and one syntax was non-ANSI. Okay, right down below. Okay, right. And the remaining joins are same as this. You have to follow here. Okay, that was okay. Same how we was going to be adding your table number 3, 4 like this. Same as this. Okay, now right. And now here, guys. Finally, one question will come to you. The previously we discussed okay set operators, and now we have a joins. So it's one of the interview question compulsory. They're asking to you. Okay, what is the differences between joins and set operators? Okay, so your basic differences are there in this. Okay, so about your joins and set operator. Okay, so what is the basic differences in this here? Observe. So first one, okay, joins how it was retrieval or how it was combining your data means. Can you see guys here how it was combined means it was combining here columns wise. That means every suppose I'm going to writing some query. Okay, so for example, okay, I'm writing like s.cid is equals to c.cid to execute it now. So how it was joining or how it was combined your two tables data or more than two tables data. How it was combining means it's a combining what now? Column wise combining here. It's combining what now? Column wise combining here. So now we can see the column wise student ID, student name, CID, okay, C name, C fee. So this is what we called as a column wise your two tables are combined. Okay, so that is joins okay, working nature. So now we can come out. That's the pointer. Here how it was combined here, which wise? Column wise. I was given in the main notes, okay, but here shortcut I'm writing. But set operators are not like this. Set operators are combining the two tables data or more than two tables select queries. In which manner? Row wise. For example, that was also practical you can see. We are writing like this, select a star from, can you remember EMP underscore Hyderabad? Suppose any one operator you can apply here, select a star from, okay, EMP underscore Chennai. So now, otherwise before this, I want to show you first my tables. This is your Hyderabad table. And now I want to go for Chennai. So these are the two tables we designed in the last session, okay, for set operators. And on these two tables, if I'm going to using guys here, okay, so set operators, how it will be joining here, observe. So any operator you can use, union or union all, intersect or minus, anyone you can use and write like this, then you will get some idea on this. Okay, now I just come back and see this here. So when I'm using here the EMP underscore union and EMP Chennai, and I'm using your set operators. And these are the two tables information what we have it here. Okay. And now once I just go to execute this one, so how it was added means it's a row wise. So it's not a columns wise, it's a row wise. So here up to here, this is your rows. Okay. And the same row will be here also perform. So this is row wise adding. Okay. So this table, the first table data is adding to your next table. So it is a row wise adding. But joins are what now? Columns wise adding. Like this joins. And like this what? Set operator. This is set operator. This is joins. Understand now? Right. And the next one is here. That's a okay. What we can say rows wise. And the second one, columns wise means your direction. How it was direction? The columns wise means it is a which directional? Horizontal directional. And row wise means it's a which direction? Vertical directions. Okay. So that is one thing. So we can say horizontal. Okay. Horizontally it was a, and it was a vertically. And the next point is, okay, joins can be applied on different structures, different structure of table. Okay, na? Different structure of or different structure tables we can apply. So the structure should not be same. Any structure you can give. For example, in this, let you come out and see in my select a star from student table. Okay, and select a star from, okay, suppose a register table is there. So both the structures are different. Okay, now so you can see your ID after name is there, but your ID after date is there. So data types are not matching. It's called a different structure, but still I can perform joins. But set operators is not like that. Set operators should be having in the same structure, same number of columns, same order, same data types. I think you remember set operators basic rules I said. Yes or no? So it's a similar structure, but joins are not like that. Joins, you can take any two different structures of table, I can join. Okay. The structure is not need to have a similar. Okay. Right. So that is one more point here. Okay. So what we can say, different structure tables, and here what you will say, similar structures. Okay. Similar structure table. Similar structure tables. Okay, so these are what now is one of the question from the join and set operator differences. Okay, and let me see. In the next one, for example, come to your database now. Suppose I'm going to create one table. The table name is, how many tables we have it, guys? I want to check. Chennai, just number 2. Okay, fine. And now I'm going to take in here. So come back here. I will create one table. Carefully observe. Create table emp1 and employee ID integer. Employee name I'm passing here. Varchar 2 of some size. Okay. So varchar 2 of some size. And after that, okay, I will take salary was number. Okay. And after that, I will take age integer. So this is one new table I created, and on this table columns, if you see, I just taken columns and the related data types are we applied. Okay. But other than that, I didn't do anything on this table. That means I'm not applied any additional facilities on this table. It's a general table we are creating with some columns. Okay. That's fine. And after created your tables in such a way, so what it was happen, you can see, suppose are you inserting some data into this table. Suppose employee ID 1021 and the employee name is Smith and the salary was 25,000 and now the age was 24 years. So this will be accepted. There is nothing problem. And when you are, so whenever come to your EMP1 table and let you see, it was successfully inserted and row was formed. Okay. In the same pattern, for example, the same information one more time I'm inserting guys here. The same information one more time I want to insert now. So now I'm inserting here. But this data already existing in your table. Already existing in your table. But the same information one more time I'm inserting here. What's happened? Is it accepted or not accepted? Not accepted. Why? Because duplicate data. So that actually not accepted. Okay, but what happened? You can see what happened. Accepted. Again, one more time I'm inserting. Again, accepted. Again, one more time. Accepted. And let you see your table. Okay. How many times accepted here? 4 times. So that means what you say? Duplicates are allowed or not allowed? Allowed. In the same pattern, guys, here, the next one is called as, suppose I'm going to inserting null, and null. So here all columns purpose, I'm inserting what now? Nulls. And see what it was happened to executed here. Accept. And the same thing one more time. Accept. And the same thing one more time. Accept. So nulls also accepted here. And after that, suppose if I want to insert the one more, okay, 1022, the name is Alan, and now I'm passing the salary was, okay, 1 rupee, and the age was 36,000 years of age. Can I insert here? 36,000 years of age. I'm inserting now. Is it possible to accept? Huh? Let me see what it was happen. Accepted. So finally, when you come back and see your table guys here, this is your table information now. So here duplicates are accepted here and some nulls also accepted here, and here 36,000 for your age column, whatever the user is inserted, that value is also accepted. But tell me guys here, 36,000 years of age, is there any human being? No, never. Okay, now. So, and even though that value also accepted, that means this value is valid or invalid? Invalid. It means invalid data is also accepting into your table. So your total 3 problems are there in this table. One is data redundancy. Data redundancy means duplicate values, and null problems. That means unnecessarily are you creating what? Empty blocks. Unnecessarily are you creating what? Empty blocks or empty rows. So unnecessarily we are going to be created empty rows. That is one more. That is gapping is there. Row to row gaps are there. So this is one more problem. And invalid data. Whenever user inserting invalid data, the data is not valid, but still it was accepting. So now my question is, can you tell me this kind of tables in real time, anybody accept? No. If you create your table like this in real time applications, nobody can accept your table. Your tables are rejected by people. Yes or no? Right. So then how I can overcome these problems? So how I can avoid redundancy problems? How I can avoid these gapping rows? Okay. And how I can avoid invalid data while the user is inserting time. Okay. So these problems to avoiding purpose, okay, we have one concept, and it's very important that was called as a data integrity. Take side. Data integrity. Okay, right. So here data integrity. What is the mean by data integrity? Okay, so data integrity is nothing but guys here, simply we can say to maintain okay, accurate and consistency data in database tables. Okay, to maintain accurate and consistency data in database tables. So here accuracy means what now? Exactly. So we don't have it any duplicates, we don't have it any nulls. Okay, so that kind of maintenance we have to give it. And consistency means I said data should be regularity, not irregularity. If 36,000 years is a regular or irregular? Irregular, because that kind of human beings are not possible. So irregular of data, that means mismatching of data, that means invalid of data. So when user try to either fortunate or unfortunate, he was try to inserting that value into my table, then I don't want to allow. Okay, no? So this kind of accuracy and consistency I need to maintain in my database tables. Then only those tables will be accepted by people. So for those maintenance purpose, we have one of the mechanism. The mechanism is called as what now? Data integrity. Okay. And this data integrity mechanism guys here, again the people was classified into 2 categories here. First one is called as here declarative data integrity. Okay. Declarative data integrity. And the second one is called as here procedural data integrity. Second one is called as a procedural data integrity. So these are the 2 ways the people was classified your integrity mechanism. One is a declarative and one is procedural. But where we want to use which one? So first example here observe. Declarative integrity is called as, it is a predefined integrity we called. Predefined integrity we called. And this integrity I can implement, okay, by using one of my concept. The concept is called as what now? Constraint. Which concept I'm using? Constraint. And constraint is one of the topic in which language? Means it comes under SQL language only. It comes under SQL language. Okay, so declarative data integrity is also called as a predefined integrity, and this integrity mechanisms can be implemented by using of constraints, and constraint is one of the topic in which language? SQL. And the next one, second one is called as a procedural integrity. So procedural integrity is called as your user defined integrity. User defined integrity. Okay, and this, if user defined integrity, that means user has to create my own logics and conditions. Okay, instead of following your predefined keys, I want to create myself my own logics to restrictions of data. Understand now? So that is what we called a user defined. But this can be do it by user by using of one of the concept that is called as what now? Triggers. So your constraints and triggers, these both concepts are comes under data integrity mechanism, and two different styles and two different way the data can be restricted. Understand now? So now, but this triggers is one of the topic of not in SQL language. It is a part of which language? PLSQL language. So in second part, it was come to you. Okay, right. So that means in this part SQL, we are discussing constraints first of all, and later in the second part, I will discuss with you triggers. The first one is called as declarative integrity. Okay, fine. And now we can see. So this mechanism, okay, again, it was classified into three types, guys, here. First one is called as entity integrity. Okay, and the second one is called as referential integrity. Referential integrity. And the third one is called as, okay, so domain integrity. So these are the three ways, again, it was classified your declarative mechanism, entity, referential, and domain. So let me see what is what. What is entity, what is referential, and what is domain. So when come to entity mechanism, okay, so what is entity here? Here observe. Entity is nothing but table. First thing observe. Your entity is nothing but what now? It's a table. Entity is nothing but table. And now in your table, how many rows are you inserted? Or how many rows are you saved? Okay, are you created? So that each and every row should identify with uniqueness. Unique means same or different? Different. Unique means what now? Different. So each and every row I need to identify with the uniqueness. For example, suppose are you created one table, guys? This is one table, for example. So having some columns. Okay. Suppose my table is something, okay, T is my table. And here my columns are there. Okay. Suppose X column. And I have to go for Y column and some Z column. So now here observe, I didn't apply anything on this table and table columns also. So now I'm going to inserting some data into this. For example, I insert like this. So 1 and some A, okay, and some, okay, some M. So this is one row successfully we inserted here. In the same to same, I want to insert my second row too. And now I will go for B, and here I will take N. This is my second row. And suppose if I want to add your one more row, the third row, okay. In third row, what I'm going to do, suppose I was given 2, and here I was given C, and here I was given O. So now tell me, in this table, how many rows? 3 rows. This is row 1, this is row number 2, and this is row number 3. And these are what now? Columns C1, and this is C2, and this is C number 3. So rows and columns. And here you can see there are 3 rows are there. Okay, there are 3 rows are there. But in these 3 rows, any one row is having duplicate number. Yes, which one? Second and third one. So row number 2, X value, and row number 3, X value. Both are same. So can I say this is a uniqueness or duplicate? Duplicate. So when you have like this, then this table is not comes under entity mechanism. Okay. So entity means what now? Each and every row should uniquely identify with some value. So that kind of table when you maintain that it was comes under entity integrity mechanism. Okay. But how, sir? How I can do this? How I can maintain this? Okay. Means there is some keys are there. So suppose, are you feel like this X is my key column is nothing but main column in your table. For example, as per your data, X is a main column. You feel like this. If you feel X is my main column in this table, on this main column, now I need to apply here primary key. I'm applying what now? Primary key. Or else we can apply unique constant. Which one? Unique constant. So on this X column, either you can apply your primary key or unique key, any one as your wish. Okay. So when you applied these constants or these constants keys, what it was happen, these constant nature, what is the rule of primary key? What is the rule of unique key means? These constants are never accepted duplicates data. Okay. So once you apply this constant on specific column, into that column, you never insert duplicate data. Duplicates are not allowed. So now when I was applied PK and otherwise UQ, okay, that's called unique. Then if user try to insert this 3 or this 2, it's never accepted. It was showing error. Okay, but if I inserted in place of 2, if I inserted 3, what's happened? Accepted, yes. And if you want to insert the next one, 4 is accepted, yes. If I insert next one, 1 is accepted, no. Why? Because 1 already existing here. So if I inserted here 2, accepted, no, because already existing here. So that means what happened here? You never insert duplicate values into this X column, because my X column is which type of column? Primary key or unique column. So these two constants is never accepted your duplicates. And if you do that, okay, if you do this, what happened? You can see now each row is uniquely identified now. First row, X value how much? 1. Second row, X value how much? 2. Third row, X value how much? 3. So that means the whatever and where you applied your primary key or unique, that is called as a key column. That is called as what? Key column. That means main column in the table. And based on that column, it was identified your rows. So this is the nature of entity. Okay. So that is finally by seeing of this figure, what do you understand? Entity integrity, if I want to implement on my table, which constants I want to use? Come on. Primary key and unique key. So with the help of primary key and unique key, I can implement what? Entity mechanism. Okay. Now we can see. So entity is nothing but table. And now we can see. So that means this integrity it ensure that each row in a table, okay, should be unique. Each row in a table should be unique. Unique identity. Unique identity. Okay, now this is what entity. But how I can means I can implement by using which constraints I said? One is primary key constraint, otherwise a unique constraint. Unique constraint. Okay, that's what entity. And next one is called as referential. Okay, right. What does the mean by referential here means? Referential integrity is nothing but it ensure that, okay, it ensure that to establish to establish relationship, establish relationship between tables. Relationship between tables. Here for example, suppose you have it two tables now, and this is one more table. So in this table, okay, this table and this table, the both you want to make the relationship. Relationships. So how the relationships can be established here? How the relationship can be established here in between tables means, so compulsory we should apply your foreign key constraint. So the foreign key constraint you need to apply on your any one table should be their foreign key. On any one table should be their primary key. So the primary key and foreign key, with the help of foreign key, I can establish a relationship with your primary key table. So these relations compulsory when you want to create in between the tables. Okay, along with only primary key, I can't do this. So that's why I need a help from foreign key. Because simple reason, the two people want to make a relationship. One person is not possible now. We should have some second partner. Then only relationship will be created. Okay, and this relationship, why it is created means it's created for what? A referential purpose. Okay, what does it mean by reference? For example, nowadays you people are asking to your friend circle of anybody knowing that, okay, sir, can you give me a reference in your company? Can you give me a reference, sir? Okay, you're asking now. What does it mean by reference? Reference means what are you asking to your brother, sister, your friend? Supporting, suggestion, reference means what now? Suppose you are asking to your friend, Ariyar, give me reference in your company. It means what? What you are asking to your friend? What year? क्या बोल रहे हैं? गुडविल, गुडविल नहीं है आजकल। गुडविल रहने से जॉब नहीं आएगा, सब्जेक्ट रहना है। हाँ? Reference is nothing but you're asking identity. You're asking identity. So suppose you're asking, okay, someone, sir, give me reference in your company. So when you're asking that person, the other person to whom you asked, the person, what he want to give? He's not giving anything to you, money, okay, whatever. He didn't give it. Just he was given what now? Identity we are asking. So please give me your identity. Based on that identity, I will come to your company. Yes or no? For example, nowadays you can go to companies. Some companies are taking only reference candidates. Yes or no? That kind of situation, you know that. And especially in IT industry, nowadays that was more and more. Because simple reason, families, they want to develop their family. Suppose in a family, one person enter into IT industry, and below that, if any sister or brother is there, definitely that brother was good, definitely was giving reference to his brother or sister and to take into their company. Okay, it's a depending on people here. I'm telling that. Some brothers are very cunning fellows. Own brother also not supported to us. Yes or no? So own brother also not supported to us. That type of people also there. And some families in brothers or sisters, they're very, what we can say, goodwill, whatever you said. So what he thought when I entered, I want to take my brother also because I want to give a life to my brother. So that type of people also there. But instead of that people, more cunning fellows are there. Even though he's my sister, but I can't give a reference. Even though he's my brother, I can't give a reference. Yes or no? That kind of situation. Because of reason, competition, priorities. Okay. So owns life. They want to settle its own life. Okay. So, okay, anyway. So now you can just ask to anyone. Okay, sir, give me reference. And some companies taking reference candidates. So when you go to that company, how they know you are a reference candidate? Suppose I have a resume here. So I'm taking my resume and I'm going to some company for interview purpose. You have submitted your resume. Suppose those company people, they wanted only reference candidate. Okay, then how they identify you are a reference or not? It's a depend on identity. That means first they will check it your resume. Do you have any reference ID number is there or not there? If it is not there, so simply they say that, sorry, these interviews for only reference candidate. Okay. Yes or no? So he just leave it. But one more person came. He was submitted his resume and he was a ID from some employee, some already existing employee who are working in the company. Their ID number he was taken and it was written on your top of your resume and submitted. And you will see that. Okay. So your ID was there. Reference ID. So the reference ID means what now? Already existing employee identity number, you have it. And when they will see that number, and this number right or wrong, first they want to check now. So they will enter into system. So when they enter this ID number into the system, if it is a genuine, then his profile will come now. Yes or no? Yes. So profile will come. Okay, so and so. Okay. So this candidate is a reference of Mr. Sudhakar. Okay, take it. Okay now. So that is what now? Identity we called. So that identity we are taking from others to get into company interviews or get into company. If you don't have an identity, immediately from gate only they will be thrown outside. Yes or no? It didn't even though allowed into company also. Okay, that is what the identity and references we can say. But tell me, these references, if someone give to us, then how they can give us? That means they can give us to anyone. Huh? Suppose you are walking on the road here. You're walking on the road. Suddenly one unknown person came and stand in front of you and asking, hey, give me your mobile number. What do you say? Boys are giving. If it is a girl. If it is a girl is asking, they are ready to give. Yes or no, guys? I know. A girl is knowing, unknowing, nothing. Girl. Take it. Okay. Now tell me, if unknown person, he came and asked your personal number, will you give it? No. Immediately we are rejected. And we are saying that, who are you? And why should I want to give my number? So this kind of response, negative responses come out. But in the same situation, your childhood friend is there. Or your 10th class friend is there. After 5 to 6 years, you both are not having any communication. But after 5 years, you met to somewhere. Okay, in shopping mall or something. And he came suddenly. And he's saying that, hi. And we are also surprising. As an, oh, my friend. Are you for a long time here? अरे कहाँ चला गया तूने मुझे छोड़ के? If it is a thick friends, yes or no? So where are these many days? So why you left me? So this kind of communication. And that friend is asking, okay, now I don't want to miss you. Give me your communication, that means number. We are giving now? Yes. So after 5 years, that means in 5 years, there is no communication in between the people, but he was a childhood friend, and he came and after 5 years and asking your number, you are ready to give. But one unknown person came and asked your number, can you give it? No. Then what is the difference here and there? Relation. So that means references also we are giving to whom? Means that person should have some relation. Maybe friend relationship, maybe family relationship, anything, some relation should be know it. Yes or no? So then only I can give it. Otherwise, if anybody's come, sir, give me reference, sir, give me reference means, if I give reference like this, I don't know what he want to do in my company. Yes or no? That's why reference is also not that much easy to take from others. Okay, so when you good friendship or else a good relation is there with him or with her, okay, so otherwise your family relation, and in family also having a good friendship, yes or no? In families also something no one give it, yes or no? So that what? So relationship is the main point here. When the two people having some relationship, then only possible to share their personals. Otherwise, they can't share it. Can you share your personals to anyone? No, only sharing with the best friend. And you feel like that he's my best friend. Yes or no? And you travel with him or her. How many years? Either 2 years or 3 years you traveled. Yes or no? In your BTech life, your intermediate life, is your 10th class childhood life. So you are traveling with the minimum 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Then only you will believe that person, okay, this person is good and I can share my problems. Then only we share it. Otherwise, starting today only, first day meeting, sharing, we are not sharing. Even in classroom also. Yes or no? First day all are coming to classroom. How your feelings? For example, you are sitting here. Beside unknown girl or unknown boy was sitting. What is your reaction? How you feel? You are seeing like this. Your reaction will be like this. When there are unknown people sitting here, this is reaction. Okay, now first day. No talking, nothing, just eye contacts. Internal feeling कुछ अलग रहता है देखने के बाद. So it was happened like that. Second day, again same friend, same person sitting here. Second day, smile, very small smile. The smile is also not bigger. Let's just like over. Second day over, communication. Unfortunately, third day, same person. Hi, how are you? Started, slowly started. So like 1 week, 2 weeks after, then both are sharing. They're going, hey, sir, yesterday came. Oh, I didn't came yesterday. Sir came. Oh, I didn't came. Sir came. How it is possible? ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए ना? मैं आने से सार आना चाहिए. When I came, then only sir will come. A discussion started, and after the longer, the three months course, 2 months course, in this somewhat relation will be established. And after that, you are asking, give me your notes here. Yesterday I forgot it. Yesterday I absent my class, so give me notes, material. If the relation is very strong, I don't know what happened. The strong relation was established in between two people that will go to anywhere. There is an unstoppable. Is that no? So that is. Okay. So, but finally anything, what is the concept here? Concept में आ जाओ यार. वो चला गया. एक गर्ल है मेरा साथ. फ्रेंडशिप हो रहा है अभी. चला गया वो. अरे don't go यार. First job यार. First career. After that all will come. So he was dreaming. Dreaming already. Unstoppable means he was searching unstoppable where it is. Okay, right, guys. Okay, now we can come out and see this is what now relation. So referential integrity is nothing but what now to establish your relationship between tables. And for this concept, that means this, okay, what we can say mechanism to implement here, I want to use what now here, which key was foreign key. So foreign key I want to use, and even though the foreign key is also called as a references key, also we called in our database oracle. Okay, so foreign key or references key. Okay, references constant. Okay, now this is referential integrity, and the third one is called as what now? Domain. So in the domain integrity, okay, here observe carefully. So what is domain, sir? Okay, so your domain is nothing but simply you want to understand it's column. So every column in the table is called as what now? One domain. Okay, and into this column, if you are inserting value, whatever we are inserting some value into the particular column, so that value first we need to check. That means that value is right or wrong. Is it valid or invalid? So that you need to check first of all. And after checking that value, if it is satisfied with your given condition on the column, then only the value will be accepted. Otherwise, not accepted. For example, suppose, are you designing one table, guys? So in this table, suppose I will take here name column, okay, and this is my salary column, for example. Suppose on this salary column, are you applied some restriction? What is your restriction? Your salary must and should be greater than 5,000 rupees, for example. So one condition you already given on the salary column, okay, right. And now the user, he was trying to insert in some data. Suppose he was inserted a comma, the 4,500, he was trying to insert it into your table. What's happened? This data is accepted or not accepted? Not accepted. So your 4,500 will go to check your condition before this value is enter into salary column. First on that salary column, whatever the condition was given here, so that condition will be checked. Now tell me, 4,500 is greater than 5,000. Condition true or false? False. So this data will not accepted. Okay. Okay, fine. In the next level, I'm inserting here 5,000 rupees. Okay. And this 5,000 also I try to insert it. What's happened? Is it allowed or not allowed? Even though it is not allowed, because my condition is what? Greater than 5,000. Okay, now Right. Suppose if I'm sending here, okay, my value, okay, it may be, so 5,001 rupee. Can I? Yes, it will be satisfied and immediately come back and come to your salary column and it will save as a 5,001 rupee. Okay. So this kind of data verification is going to be happen. And that what here before enter into column. So that's why here what it was said, domain integrity is nothing but what now guys here? To check values. Okay, to check values before enter into a column. Before enter into a column. But how I can do this work, this checking, okay, or this verification, how I can do it? Means I want to use what now? By using, okay, what is that? So one of my constraint check, and we have here not null, and we have here default. Okay, so these are the three constraints we have it here to work on your domain integrity. Okay, right. So these are the three categories guys here in your declarative data integrity. Again, it was classified here. So finally, entity, referential, and domain. If you see in this, commonly one point is there. Anybody identify? Common point is there in this three. What is that means? Before accepting the data should be verified. If you primary key unique also, if it is accepted before, it was checking whether it is a duplicate value or not. Then only accepted. In referential integrity also, before I want to give a reference value to you, first what I want to do, he was my relation or not. Yes or no? That is also same thing. And domain is what now? You want to enter into some value. Again, you're also checking whether this value is valid or invalid. So finally, in these three integrities, what it was a conclusion here, it means that these all integrities are as per their rules. Okay, it was going to be verifying, checking your data. Okay, na? So as per their rules, it was verified your data. Your data is right or wrong. Okay, so then that means these all three are what it will do. Your data will be verified. If it is right, accepted. If it is not right, it will be restricted. Data is restricted. Restricted means allowed or not allowed? So it will be stop it. Your data will be stopped. Okay. So that is what it was finally. These three mechanisms are going to happen. Okay. Finally, in these three mechanisms, whatever we implemented is a base what now? Constraints. Your primary key unique, your foreign key, your check, not null, and default. So these are the constraints. That means with the help of constraints, I want to restricted, I want to check my data before accepting into tables. Okay. Now, so these all keys, whatever we used here, these are called as a what now? Constraints. Now write down below. Take siding constraints. So what do you want to say? Constraints are used, okay, to restricted unwanted data. Okay, to restricted unwanted data to table. Okay, right. And these are total 6 types. First one we called as unique constraint. Second one we called as not null constraint. Third one we called as check constraint. Fourth one we called as primary key constraint. And next, fifth one is called as foreign key. And what I said, foreign key, references. Okay, references key also we can say. And sixth one we called as what now? Default. Okay, right. But these all six constants, whenever you want to apply on your table structure, okay. So how we can apply means here, there are two levels I can define. Okay. So constants can be defined in two levels. Constants can be defined in two levels. Okay. So those are okay. The first one is called as here column level constraints. And second one is called as what now? Table level constraints. So there are two ways. That means your constants can be defined in two ways. Either column level you can define, otherwise table level you can define. So what is column level? So in this simply we can say guys here, so we can define a constraint. We can define a constraint on each column wise. Okay, in this level, what it was happen? We are defining a constant on each column wise. Okay, for example, now the syntax also you can observe guys here. We'll get some idea. So create table, and I'm passing here table name off and sending what? Column name 1 and a suitable data type for this column as per your requirement and size. And after the size, you have to give your constraint type. That means how many types here? 6 types. In 6 type, any one constant type you have to give. And like this is first column. In the same pattern, if you want to take your second column, column number 2, and give the data type and size, and here I need to apply your constraint type, comma, and so on. So now can you see on each individually, on each column we applied now? Yes or no? Yes. So column 1 we applied constraint, column 2 we applied, column 3 you can apply. So like this. Okay. Come to your table level. So table level constraints when we called means, okay, so we can define a constraint, okay, define a constraint, okay, at end of the table, definition, at the end of the table definition. Okay, right. And now end of the table definition. It means what? Let you see the syntax here. So first you have to design your table with how many columns you want it. That every column you have to define first of all. So column number 1 and data type, and give the size of the data type, comma, and the next one is called as column number 2 and give us data type and give the size also. Okay. And the next one we called as comma, column number 3. Okay. So, and give the data type and the size, whatever it is. So like you can define all columns, how many columns you need in your table, that each and every column first define. After defining this all columns, okay, and so on, end of the table definition. So here you need to apply what now? Constant type. So constant type of which column are you passing? That column name. Okay. So either it may be column name 1, comma, column name 2, comma, column name 3, comma, whatever it is. Okay. And you just close and close. So end of the table, constant type, and give it your columns on how many columns you want to give, you can give. Okay, right. So these are table definition and column level. Okay, now, right. And now let me check the first constraint. What is this? Unique. So now take siding unique. So unique constraint. Okay, the rule of unique constraint is what now? To restricted duplicate values. To restricted duplicate values, okay, but allowed nulls. So union nature, the rule of union integrity, what it was telling guys here, it was restricted duplicates. That means duplicates are not allowed, but allowed what? Nulls are allowed. So this is the nature of unique. Okay. Now, suppose this unique, if I want to apply on your column level, how it is. Okay, let me see. The column level, if I want to give here, so one example on column level. Okay, come back and see. Okay, let you come. So I'm creating one table guys here, test number 1. Okay, on the serial number integer data type here, my serial number integer data type, and here itself I will apply what? Unique constant. So this is column level. Okay, next I want to take here name. The name I'm applying here varchar 2 of some size, and here also I'm applying here what now? Unique. So now tell me how many unique constants? 2. On how many columns? 2 columns. Yes or no? So that means on each individual columns, I was applied my unique constant. Okay, fine. And this is called as a column level definition. Okay, how to apply your constants at a column level. Okay, now, then after applying like this guys here, let me see, I'm inserting my data to verification here, observe. So first record as your wish, you can insert anything in the first case because there is no comparisons here. Okay, so first row, it was successfully inserted. But whenever you come back here, the second time, okay, otherwise before that, I want to call this table, okay, select a star from test number 1. So that was successfully accepting here. There is no problem in this. And the second time, if I inserted here, okay, the same serial number, I want to take here 1, but the name I'm showing here different, Ellen. So what do you say? It will accept or not? Not accept. Why, sir? Why? Because here serial number is which type of column? Unique column. Unique column means what we said? Duplicates are not allowed. But in your serial number column, already you have what? One. But the same one are you sending one more time? So whenever you are sending one more time, then it is called as a duplicate now? Yes. Then immediately it was showing some error message. And what is error? Unique constraint is violated here. Okay. But here, okay, unique constraint will be fired. Okay. And along with this, mydb11am is my username. And here sys underscore C007563. So some number is showing us, right? This is what, sir, means this is called a constant key name, the key identity name we called. So, but what it is, what purpose this, how to use this, okay? So that we will check out into later one by one session. I will explain to you. So now I don't explain here. So what is this? I'm not explaining here. So we have a separate class on this. I will explain to you. Okay, now? Right. So now some here you just observe, it is called a constant key identity number, which was generated by who? SYS. SYS means system. So system automatically generated your constant key identity number for each and every constant which you applied on your columns. Okay. So that point should be just up to here. You just keep it. But what exactly we will discuss in the coming classes one by one. Okay. Right. So now that was not allowed. In the same pattern, guys, here, if I was given 2 and here I'm passing Smith. Now what happened? Can I insert this record now? No, because here the problem is not serial number. Your problem is what? Name. Because can you see in my name column also, I was applied here. Which constraint? Unique. Again, unique is applied now. Yes. So unique means what now? Duplicates are not allowed. But here already in this name column, already Smith is already existing here, right? So now by the same name are you inserted next one more time. So again it is called as what? Duplicate we called. So now we can see if I try to execute this one, okay, then what happened? It is also showing unique constraint is violated. But here can you see here sys number here 7563 and here 7564. That means what do you understand? For each and every constraint wise identities are generating by system internally. Okay. So that point should be remember. So finally what it was happened, guys, here in my table, I can't insert what? Duplicates. Duplicates are successfully be restricted. Okay. But the problem is what? But the problem is what now? Okay. Duplicates are successfully restricted. That's okay. But when I insert here gappings, when I'm inserting here gaps, the gaps are fulfilled now? Yes. And one more time you can see? Yes. So gaps will be coming again. Okay. So now here, okay, let you see. Now I'm inserting this gap, sir. Okay. And second one is 2 and I'm passing here ln. But in my first row and second row, can you see how many gaps? 2 rows gaps are there. So why should I want to maintain like this? So why should I want to keep gaps in between rows? Is it look good or bad? Not good. Yes or no? So don't keep the gappings in between rows. But here gapping problem is there. That's called a null problem is there. Okay now? Understand now? So that is what you say. Unique restricted duplicates but not nulls. The empty rows are having here. Okay? Right down below. Okay, right. So this is column level and unique constraint how to apply on my each and every column, okay, in the table. And here verification of your data, okay. And the same thing, how to apply this unique on table level, okay. So that we will see tomorrow session. Right guys, thank you so much.
Apply entity on the number. Apply entity on number. Apply entity on string.
సార్ నేను ఇది చేశాను సార్ క్లర్క్ జాబ్ అనలిస్ట్ అయితే ఓన్లీ అనలిస్టే వచ్చింది సార్ ఇక్కడ ఇది వాడాను సార్ క్లర్క్ జాబ్ సేల్స్ మ్యాన్ అంటే క్యారెక్టర్స్ క్యాప్స్ ఉండాలి డేటా డేటా క్యారెక్టర్స్ సార్ క్యాప్స్ లో ఉంది సార్ ఓన్లీ ఫర్ దీనికేనా సార్ క్యారెక్టర్స్ మిగతా అన్ని మీరు ఇన్సెన్సిటివ్ ఎస్క్యూఎల్ అనేది ఇన్సెన్సిటివ్ మీరు క్యాప్స్ క్వైరీస్ కి అర్థమైంది సార్ నెంబర్ కి మీరు అది అపాస్ట్రఫీ లేకపోయినా మీరు తీసుకుంటారు సార్ కానీ దీనికి మాత్రం క్యారెక్టర్స్ అపాస్ట్రఫీ అన్నీ అదే ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్స్ చేస్తున్నాం సార్ అందుకే అది చేస్తున్నారు సార్ ఈక్వి జాయిన్ లో టూ టేబుల్స్ ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేసినప్పుడు రిలేషన్